Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially you love the UFC as much as I do. As you all know, UFC 287 takes place this Saturday in Miami. I've picked Gilbert Burns to win this fight as a Masvidal fan, but as you can see, I'm not wearing a Masvidal fan. I'm wearing a Michigan Wolverines shirt to show that I'm being completely unbiased as possible as to how Jorge Masvidal can beat Gilbert Burns. First off, Jorge needs to be very patient in the first round. He needs to take a filling out approach. He needs to keep his distance with Gilbert because Gilbert could take him down to the ground and try to submit him or just manhandle him with a grappling. For Jorge, he needs to be pinpoint accurate. He needs to be like an assassin in his fight. He doesn't need to be all out aggressive and looking to go into brawl mode right away. I'd say take the Darren Till approach, Fill him out like you did with Darren Till in the first round. He might get clipped a few times, but I don't think Gilbert's going to put him out with strikes. He can, but I just don't think he's going to. I think Gilbert's more content with this fight going the distance. So I think Jorge needs to use some leg kicks, mix it up with body kicks. Don't be fancy in this fight standing up. Just pick your shots if you're Jorge Masvidal. Be patient again. Body kick, leg kicks. Mix it up really good with some good punches with some jabs here and there. Be cautious. Not cautious, but don't be aggressive too much in the first round. Maybe end of the first round, Jorge should open up with some head kicks. Big punches or something like that, big haymakers. Second round, early mid-second rounds when you'll see Jorge start to open up if this fight stays standing. Now, if it's not, then, it's going to be on a long night for Jorge because Gilbert's really good on the ground. But even then, I don't think he'll finish Jorge. I think he'll look to get a decision over Jorge. Jorge, on the other hand, is going to be looking to open up in the second round. I think he'll start with a leg kick or fake the leg kick and go up high with a high kick. And then where Gilbert raises that arm real fast, and as soon as he does that, he can leave his hand down here or up here, and then Jorge, since he's such a really good striker, he can open himself up to where he can punch Gilbert and crack him with a big punch and put him down and put him out. If not, he doesn't get knocked out right away. He can get on top and finish it with a big flurry and get it late second round. I don't think he'll get a third round finish if he's getting dominated by Gilbert, but he could definitely put him away in the second round. First round, unlikely because Gilbert's very durable and he's very tough. But once I think Gilbert figures out, okay, after the first round, he's not looking to be too aggressive. He's not looking to be reckless. I'm going to have to be the aggressor here and do more. And I think for Jorge, he just needs to pick his shots. If Gilbert goes in big, you see he's dropping one hand down to throw one. Jorge needs to do the opposite and hit him right here to where he hits him first. Because I do believe Jorge has more knockout power than Gilbert does. So that helps Jorge in this fight. Jorge should have set him up with something small like the leg kick or the body kick. Fake it and then hit him over right with a big right hand or a big left. He's good with both hands, so I don't think that's an issue. But if Jorge wins, he gets a second round knockout. Gilbert gets too aggressive and it costs him dearly. Or they have a wild exchange. I think Jorge would get the better of a wild exchange if they went into brawl mode for some reason. Or Jorge just fakes a big punch or a small punch or a small kick or something and comes up over the top with a big punch or even a big kick and puts Gilbert's lights out. So Jorge definitely can win this fight in the second round by knockout. I see it being a lot like his Darren Till fight 4 years ago where he was getting hurt early and then it got closer and then Jorge figured out Darren's movement and his timing and eventually caught up and knocked him out, put him to sleep. He can do Gilbert the same way.